Hey everybody, welcome back to Autobox Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. That's something I haven't said in a little while, actually. We're gonna do more challenge runs, and let's just start with Pitch Black. Okay, let's get started. So, the crux of this curse is that, obviously, Curse of the Darkness is a thing. We'll be absolutely fine, and Holy Mantle is an amazing start. Okay, so... topic of discussion. Actually, well, something I kind of wanted to talk about. Is the idea of, like, other games in a series. So, a bit of backstory. When I was younger, or, well, growing up, I didn't really, I have two sisters and a brother, but, my brother didn't necessarily live with us growing up. That's another story. But essentially, it meant that I liked playing games, but I didn't really have anyone to play with because my sisters just honestly didn't really like playing any of the games that I like to play. So in order to keep myself occupied, oh yeah, thank you, Holy Mantle, I would buy games that would have some longevity to them. And that essentially meant I played a lot of RPGs. One of the games that actually I got when I first got my 360 was The Elder Scrolls 4: Oblivion. And oh my gosh, I absolutely loved that game. I loved it to death. I think I honestly have played every race, and probably with every race done. Well, this is all vanilla because it was on the 360. So on every race, I probably have put like 150 hours in every run. I just could not get tired of the game. I love the music. I love the atmosphere that it presented, and that got. The only reason I bring this up is because I actually just got done watching a video by a user named Gopher, who is having a bit of a discussion about the Elder Scrolls formula, and I figured, hey, that's a pretty interesting topic, and I went on to elaborate, at least give my thoughts on it. So, the thing that I really liked about the Bethesda games is that I really liked how like the atmosphere, not necessarily the mechanics, because the combat in any of the original Bethesda games, kind of like Fallout or Oblivion, was kind of just terrible. I mean, a lot of people like to argue that Morrowind is the pinnacle of game design because it's based off your character, not necessarily you. Okay, let's not die against the Haunt. We'll focus on commentary about the Elder Scrolls for Oblivion. Once we kill him, if we end up killing him, okay, a little spooky. Spookerzy, spookerzy, spookerzy. Dodge. Okay. Probably hit him. 2, 3, dodge. And then 1, 2, 3, dodge. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. Yeah, baby. Okay. So, let's pick that up and let's mosey on down to the next floor. And yeah, like, I absolutely loved Oblivion. I really didn't like Skyrim as much, mostly because at the time that it came out, I was in university, so I didn't really have much time to play it, so I wasn't as invested in Skyrim as I was in Oblivion. But one of the major things that's really got me about the game is just because the world just felt so vast. Like, it felt so expansive. Like, in the previous games that I've played, I've never felt so immersed in a world before, and I think that's one of the major reasons why I was so attracted to Oblivion, and it's probably still one of the games that I would that I really like. It was probably one of my favorite games ever, just hands down. But yeah, like, continuing on the conversation of Bethesda games, a lot of people like to talk about how the new Fallout games, well, the remakes of Fallout games, I guess, because they weren't originally made by Bethesda or whatever. I don't know. I'm probably talking out of my ass. But although I do agree that New Vegas was the better game, I think my favorite is honestly Fallout 3. Fallout 3 was just, again, it goes back down to the same thing that Oblivion had. It had a very interesting world. It just did. Like, it was down to the music, down to the what else? The combat wasn't very good, but it was just a really good story. And I am honestly a little excited about The Elder Scrolls 6. Not that I mean, I wouldn't probably buy it straight up. I would obviously look for reviews, because fuck pre-ordering, because getting burned on a game like No Man's Sky kind of sucks. Anyway, that's one of my many regrets. I actually did pre-order No Man's Sky, but don't tell anyone. Okay, I immediately refunded that thing. I think I only put like 10 minutes in, then I realized it was complete shit. But anyway, yeah, that, like, Oblivion and Fallout 3 are probably like my favorite games. And again, that makes me want to talk about another topic, in the sense that I'm disappointed that I could probably never, like, I can't play those games for the first time again. Because that sort of experience is something that comes very, very rarely. And it reminds me of other things, other forms of media that actually share that kind of same sentiment. If you know anything about me, know that I actually kind of, I enjoy anime. I, like, if you've probably seen any of my Twitch streams, which probably, it completely consists of 100% orange juice, then you'll understand that I actually really do like anime. And one of my favorite anime, is Cowboy Bebop. And I am disappointed that I can't actually watch it for the first time again. That leads me to, again, to want to talk about the idea of, like, what, like, anything that has a really good story or good characters, or something that you can just, that can be expanded upon, are just, okay, I'm rambling at this point because I'm trying to make a coherent point, but it's coming off as very scattered, mostly because this is just my initial impressions. I didn't rehearse anything prior towards thinking about this. I just said, hey, let's record an Isaac run, because I haven't played this game in a little while. Anyway, I'll drop it for right now because I'm kind of going nowhere. But yeah, one of the major things that I really that's have been going on is that I released another series. Yay! By the time that this episode has been recorded, I have already released 2 episodes of it, and anyone who hasn't, I mean, hardly anyone watches my videos, so it's whatever. But the second series that I released on the channel is Dark Souls. I'm very happy with how things are progressing. By the time I'm actually recording this, we completed the depths. Okay. So, we're making pretty good progress on that. I foresee this as, I don't foresee that a series going on for super long, unless I'm, like, absolutely terrible. And if you've seen any of the videos, you'll understand. You'll at least have an opinion as to how bad I am at the game. I mean, at least I finished the game, unlike one of my buddies who actually hasn't. But yeah, I ain't gonna name any names, SD. Moving on. Yeah, this run is going totally fine. I actually don't remember what our HP is, but I do know that we have 2 spirit hearts. probably 1 red heart container because we... Actually, no, 2 red heart containers because we have the dog food. And we haven't been taking any amount of serious damage. Well, we have taken damage, but we actually hasn't counted towards us because of Holy Mantle. Yeah, literally just because of the fact that we picked up Holy Mantle, it means that we have basically won this run. So that's why I feel really comfortable at least talking ad-lib about random nonsense. Hey, Gimpy, that's pretty good. Not that well, I mean, we need to get hit for it to actually come into effect, but I mean, whatever. We have it now. So it's gonna take that away from the deal with the Devil Pool, which is good. Speaking of which, let's just mosey our way on up to defeat the boss. Caves 1. I think we only have to go to Mom on this one, so we should be making our way over there. The Stain. For the longest time, I kept calling him Polycephalus, and I knew that was wrong, but I didn't bother correcting myself, or at least like learning his name. It was like, oh, just his name is Polycephalus. I mean, he basically is Polycephalus though, because I mean he's the upgraded version of it. But I mean, come on, they're essentially the same thing. So you can't be too mad at me. All right, lipstick. Guppy item, guppy item, guppy item, no. Alright. At least the teleport got us away from the bomb. Let's move on down. Yeah, we only have to go to Mom. This is gonna be complete cake. But yeah, little updates on as to what have been going on. I hopefully will be potentially getting a job sometime soon, and it'll be somewhere within my field. Oh, I actually probably haven't told you guys, but I work in IT. That's so like obviously because I'm doing like recording videos and that sort of thing. That's my jam. I like computers. That's what I like to do. And I may or may not be getting a job sometime soon. I don't know. I'm crossing my fingers, but I am hoping for the best, preparing for the worst, essentially. It would be really, really great to save up some money because I feel bad. So, at my previous job, I was working there for about a year and 3 months. I'll go into why I left later. Well, at least at another time. But essentially, that took up a large portion of my time because either I was always on call or just because of the fact that I was working there for a year. The hospitals... Oh, actually, yeah, I worked at a hospital. The technology there essentially became my baby because I took care of it for so long. But now that I don't have that, now that that wasn't in my life, I needed to find something to fill in the time that I would have otherwise devoted to working on like basic troubleshooting stuff, and that's the reason why I kind of got into YouTube. But yeah, it would be really, really great to actually get a job again. So that way, I say this now, but I don't know how true it will be. The general idea, at least for the channel, is that I would like to release a video at least once per day. How feasible that will be once I actually find a position, find a job, is yet to be determined. Mostly because this is something that's completely new to me. Luckily, I have a pretty decent backlog, and if I'm only releasing one video per day, that's actually not asking too much. When they go up whenever. Okay, TechX. Yeah, this run is almost essentially over. And... oh wow, they actually do expire. It's kind of funny. Missing page, I don't know what it does, nor do I care. Let's fight this, Better Pin. I don't know what his name is. Yep, he's dunzos. We can pick this up, Crackerjack. That actually gives us a... We'll take that. Let's use the Deal with the Devil. Oh, Sin Ropes. And let's go down. Yeah, we're going to be on the Depths one, hopefully, at least. And we should be pretty damn close to finishing this run. Wow. Well, that was quick. Other things that I need to get done today. I probably should work out again. I really want to get back, like, get stronger so that way I can get better at bouldering. I don't know, that's one of the other hobbies that me? Whatever. That I am into, and I want to get better at it, right? Because it doesn't make any sense to have a hobby and not want to get better at it, right? I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but whatever. In any case, I don't know if I actually talked about this. I probably did, but I'll talk about it again because I think it's something that should be talked about. Well, not should be talked about, but something that I could bring to light if I haven't already. So it's going under the idea that you actually need at least 3 hobbies. 3 hobbies that cover something that challenges you physically, one that challenges you mentally, and another that challenges you physically, mentally, and creatively. Yes. And it's also very helpful when you actually have something that covers a good portion of them. Climbing does take a bit of creativity. Well, climbing or bouldering. It's more bouldering, I guess, because my brother and I have a crash, like he has a crash bed that we fall onto. So, I guess in that sense, it's more bouldering than real climbing because we're not going super, super high. In any case, the fact that you have to be a little creative when you're trying to solve a problem. Oh my gosh, this is so dark. I'm probably gonna have to crank this up into in the recording because of how freaking dark it is. Should have probably anticipated that when I decided to do this particular challenge, but nah, whatever, it'll be fine. Oh my gosh, your shots are so dark. Parasite. Don't know exactly how this will work. It'd be kind of cool if there was like mini tech X's. Let's pick this up because it'll be a guaranteed kill on Mom. Yeah, but yeah, it takes a bit of creativity to make it so that you can actually finish a climb. It also does challenge you mentally because you have to be creative, right? It doesn't make any sense. Like you can't. You have to think about what you're doing when you're on the rock. If you don't, then you're gonna be stuck there, and that's like, and you're not gonna be moving. You're not gonna be making any sort of progress towards finishing the problem. Yeah. Anyway, what am I rambling about? I don't know. Fuck it. We found the boss. Okay. Thankfully, the parasite. Bye, Mom. And with that, we've completely beaten this run. Okay. Sweet. Rune of Hagalaz. Alright, so, well, that was a quick run. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And considering that, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.